Because, I mean, everybody be checking in. That's y'all favorite thing to do, check in with somebody that's gonna rob your stupid ass.
Wow.
Yo, you think that guy, the guy that you don't know in California got your back? The guy that got beef with other hoods and all this, you checking?
There's been a lot of buzz recently about the whole checking-in drama and extortion in hip-hop, especially with rumors swirling around Drake and his longtime Houston protector, SLAMA. Allegedly, the infamous extortion kingpin J. Prince may have abandoned Drake. Here's the scoop: Drake apparently tried to ban all rap.
Into that, dude.
The checking in part, is they seem to get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Artists associated with Kendrick Lamar from performing in Houston, thinking that his father figure J. Prince would have his back. However, Schoolboy Q stepped in and made it clear that he wasn't afraid of Drake's so-called mob ties. Earlier this month, Schoolboy Q performed in Houston in front of a massive...
Maybe
it was... Yeah, he put the blast out that he felt threatened.
Right.
Yeah.
And you showed up.
Yeah.
Stood up to him. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about how extortion became ingrained in hip-hop culture. The roots of extortion crime groups trace back to...
And from what I heard, you let them know that nothing was going to happen to Kanye.
Nah.
That's not how it went down.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, nothing was going to happen to him. Not while I was there. Nothing was going to happen to him.
Did you feel that Kanye was being paranoid, or do you think that something might have actually happened with the people that you confronted at that point?
No, he wasn't being paranoid. They had chairs pulled up to his table where he was eating at with his friends, and they wasn't eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
So something was about to happen to Kanye.
Yeah.
The 18th century Italy, when the local mafia would send threatening letters to business owners, demanding protection money. Fast forward to when the mafia hit America, and
it was real.
It was real.
Yeah, they played the food was cold. There was only a couple bites taken out of them. And it was just like a weight off. Like, hurry up. And when you come out of here, it's going down. So when I got Kanye, yo, you know this guy right here? It was like, nah, I just pulled the chair from him, and Kanye.
Extortion became entrenched in inner cities like Chicago, New York, and Philadelphia. These places were practically shaking with fear due to regular mafia shakedowns. Naturally, other street gangs and organized crime groups adopted these shady tactics. With hip-hop raking in big bucks, it was only a matter of time before these groups set their sights on rappers. Nowadays, extortion is practically woven into the fabric.
Yeah, this jewelry tucked in, you take your chain out. That was like a badge, that Rockefeller chain. Like, you don't do that. At least I didn't roll that way. And that was my brother. Like, we was La Familia. We was the family. So taking from him at that time was like taking from me.
How did the guys react when you confronted them?
As they should.
Took a few steps back?
A little more than a few steps.
Of hip-hop, and even the biggest stars in the game haven't escaped it. Take Tupac, for example. In 2011, the FBI unsealed shocking documents related to the investigation into Tupac, exposing an extortion scheme by the Jewish Defense League, an organization classified by the FBI as a right-wing extremist group. According to FBI documents, the JDL was extorting protection money from Ruthless Records and...
Let me ask you, Chick, because I don't understand, what is the no-fly zone? What does that mean? Because I mean, I've come to Detroit and had marvelous times.
We shot movies together in Detroit.
So, but what does this no-fly zone mean?
It was for record labels.
Okay.
When record labels used to have like street teams, and that was back in the A&R days. You know, they would have a promo team, take the artists, A&R take the artists to different locations, and it was like they were just coming to Detroit and wasn't picking up nothing. It was like they would charge the local artists to perform. They would charge the local artists to perform, and the local artists would bring 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people sometimes to this event that will pay to...
Several big-name rap artists, including Tupac and Eazy-E, and made direct threats to their lives. The documents, originally produced in 1997, state JDL and other yet unidentified individuals have been extorting money from various rap music stars via death threats. The scheme involves redacted and other subjects making
Get in, it's like, how is you charging them and they bringing you revenue?
Wow.
You know,
wow.
And then, you know, when it kept happening with the little homies and they was just doing it because they got money, like, you know, man.
Meaning paying to
it was just so much.
Their own stage, technically.
Exactly. And it was radio as well. Like, you know, the Summer Jams events didn't consist of mostly Detroit artists. They consist of everybody from everywhere else, and the Detroit artists would get charged.
Wow.
And I was like, stop everything.
Wow.
Now the only entertainment around this gonna be what's here.
Right.
So we're gonna get acquainted with what we got around these corners, and then we'll start letting a few trinklets in one at a time. And if anybody violated, we'll deal with that accordingly.
Telephonic death threats to the rap star. Subjects then intercede by contacting the victim and offering protection. One source reported that Eric Wright, also known as...
To ask you, okay, what is going on with you in Detroit? There was a show that you were supposed to perform, right? And you made...
Who owned Ruthless Records, was a victim of this extortion scheme prior to dying from AIDS. Name redacted also reportedly targeted Tupac Shakur prior to his death in Las Vegas, Nevada. Fast forward to the present day, and many Black American street gangs rely on the extortion of rap artists as one of...
Got this story that was supposed to be a mob gang, and you know that's totally false. You know, when I let
their income sources, demanding that rappers check in when they visit their city to ensure they can move around safely without getting robbed or worse. This way, rappers get a free pass to the hood, and the locals earn cash through security fees or by opening for the big names. Now, let's dive into some examples. Like I said, even the A-listers aren't immune. Take Kanye West, for instance. During a trip to Philadelphia, he found himself in a tight spot and had to call in Beanie Sigel, the Broad Street bully, for backup. Kanye was just sitting at a diner, not even ordering food, just waiting. Kanye had to hide his jewelry and keep a low profile, but luckily, Beanie swooped in and saved the day. Detroit, however, is a whole different beast. The Motor City apparently operates under Trick's no-fly zone. Trick laid it all out on the Drink Champs podcast. Basically, if you're a rapper rolling into Detroit, you better show respect and pay your dues or else. No one knows this better than Rick Ross. Back in 2014, Ross was supposed to head...
What's happening? Oh, yeah? Oh. Ain't nobody signed up a permission slip for me. Huh? Oh, yeah? I ain't know that. Okay. Okay. No cool. You said what? Nah. I don't know nothing I ain't get told about. Nah. Ain't none of that going on. Look, like I say, I all the little youngins out there. That's cool. But they're cool. Hey, well, they're cool. They ain't got to fuck with me, but I ain't signing no permission slip nowhere. That ain't what I do. Hey, look. If you want to come politic, you could have came in politics.
Headline a Summer Jam event, but his plans were derailed by the local enforcers of the no-fly zone. Ross's entourage stopped by about 100 locals, making it clear he wasn't welcome. Word on the street is that...
Hey, that's all good, big homie. They said he could have just came in politics. You know, that's what real niggas do. I ain't no peewee. But check out what I'm saying. I ain't no peewee though, so it don't go like that. It gotta be respect. It gotta be respect. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. It gotta be respect. Look, nah. Y'all just come, y'all give respect. Y'all would've got the utmost respect. You see what I say? What's good with y'all? Y'all all right? Nah, okay, yeah, check it out. Y'all come with respect. Y'all would've got respect. Man, ain't no, come on, don't do it like that. Just don't do it like that. You feel me? Don't do it like that. You come with respect and be respect. Just straight up. What you mean? Ask little brother knows exactly who I am. He just told you. You know what, check? Whoever told you I was over here shooting video, ask them who I am. I don't answer questions. I don't sign permission slips. I don't do that, big homie. You feel me? You could have came and chopped it. Okay, we gonna see.
Ross got spooked big time, although he later claimed none of it was true and that he's free to go to Detroit whenever he wants. Let's not forget about Davey. During a video shoot in East...
Where is it? Get this bitch off out here. Y'all have to tack up quick. Straight up. Cool. Alright, put it back. Same face. Come on, Kiki. Hey, no, next time I'll check in, bro. Look, like I say, next time you just say, hey, come holler at me, bro, and I come holler at you. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna never check in. Hey, I'm not checking in nowhere. You hear me? Okay, that's what's up. That's straight. Okay, say no more. Okay, I see you. Well, let's run.
East Atlanta, he was confronted by a local gang for trespassing. They tried to intimidate him, but Davey held his ground. He later opened up about the incident during his appearance on Vlad TV, admitting that it could have ended really badly for the other side. Some industry figures
got the ass up out of them.
You stood your ground.
Okay.
I mean, granted, when you look at that situation, with so many cameras,
and just order.
Like Joe Budden see extortion as just part of the game. He compares it to paying state taxes annoying but necessary. He figures it's better to pay up and keep things smooth rather than face the wrath of the streets.
Like you seem like that film.
There's the Houston boogeyman and Drake's longtime protector, Jay Prince. The Rap-A-Lot Records founder has been associated with extortion schemes for literally decades, but it was only recent headlines for his shady dealings. For instance, when NBA YoungBoy's place in Houston got robbed in July 2020, Jay Prince publicly...
This is how I explain it. State taxes. Checking in is state taxes. I don't live in LA, but I've done work in LA. And at the end of the year, LA sends a note to my house that tells me how much money I owe them. That's the government. The street people that are powerful enough to control movement in their town, i.e. Big U, Trick, whoever these names are, all of y'all are...
offered to return his stuff, which many saw as a blatant extortion attempt. Then there was the whole situation with the late Migos rapper Takeoff, who was tragically killed in...
Just come to these cities and take, and make money all year long without giving back. So, to avoid the streets getting it from you how they want to get it from you, I'll fix all that, but there's a fee attached. That's how I view it. I didn't grow up with you, I don't know you, I don't know none of them, I don't really care about your well-being, but you're gonna pay, all right, he's good for these 3 days that he's here.
Houston in November 2022, while under the protection of Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince. You know how, in his Drake diss track The Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar raps, his daddy, he want to be Junior, they must have forgot the I that they done.
While we was gone, I got a call, you know what I mean, because the little homie young boy place got broke into, people went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place
Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky, I'll park his son. Many fans believe this was a reference to Jay Prince and Jazz Prince and their alleged responsibility for Takeoff's death.
Make that right, because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce.
Fans speculate that Kendrick was warning Jay Prince to stay out of his beef with Drake unless he wants his son to be exposed. This brings us to Kendrick's affiliate.
Your McLaren, you know, all that they took, and the homie, Shakur. What you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro.
All good, waiting on you.
At Schoolboy Q. He's the latest rapper to publicly slam this whole concept of checking and making it clear that he doesn't engage in any of that goofy stuff. You've probably heard that.
Hey, I don't want no friends, I don't want no new relationships. I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, I got plenty around.
Schoolboy recently had 2 concerts in Canada canceled at the last minute, allegedly on Drake's orders. Well, word on the street is that Drake tried to pull the same stunt in Houston, thinking that his daddy Jay Prince would have his back and ban everyone.
You could call It's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with...
Associated with Kendrick and TDEE from the city. But it turns out that Jay Prince has no intention of fighting Drake's battles anymore. On August 3rd,
with no publicity, none of that saying shit. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man.
Schoolboy Q performed in front of a packed crowd at the House of Blues in Houston. Fans are now saying that Drake is...
rumors that LA is probably one of the most dangerous places for rappers. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah, because, I mean, everybody be checking in. That's your favorite thing to do, check in with somebody that's gonna rob you, stupid.
Wow.
Yo, you think that guy...
delusional for thinking he could control Houston from Canada and dictate which American artists can perform there. As for Jay Prince, fans think he's
the guy that you don't know, in California got your back. The guy that got beef with other hoods and all this, you checking into that dude? Bro, just go to the hotel, get you something to eat, go back to the hotel.
Do your business.
Go have...
entirely too old for these street games and extortion schemes. One fan said, Drake and Jay Prince are corny as hell, except that L and get in
some fun, where it's fun. Why do you want to go over there? For what? Don't call me. Oh, it's a motherfuckers be having a nerve to call me sometime. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm playing video games. My daughter got a soccer game tomorrow.
the studio to make a better song. Another added, a 60-year-old gangster baby boomer still playing the tough guy? Old heads need to take a seat. No respect for people from the generation that destroyed our communities in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. But what's your take on Jay Prince and his alleged extortion business? How do you feel about the rumors that Drake tried to ban TDE artists from performing in Houston? Drop your comments below and stick around for the next video.